On location in the parking lot of the Esquimalt Municipal Hall, and you're watching Go Island on Shore TV. On today's show, wedding tips for wedding season. Is palm reading a science? And a Duncan business brings new life to old scrap. All this and much more on Go Island. Welcome to another episode of Go Island, and we got a treat for you guys today if you're interested in saving the ozone layer. I'm talking about CO2 emissions from your vehicle. Now, it's a historic day in Esquimalt. I'm with Mayor Bob Desjardins, and tell us a little bit about what we see behind us here.
Well, today is our grand opening for our electric vehicle charging station. It has, as you can see, two areas, so we can charge two vehicles at the same time here. And you just come by, you can swipe your own credit card. It's not going to charge your card. This is free for at least 1 year, but that will unlock the machine, and you plug your vehicle in, and then you can come in and use the facilities, maybe go to the library, go to the rec center, come back, and you will have improved the charge in your car. It takes about 4 to 6 hours to fully charge if your battery was right down. So it might be a good swim at the rec center, but this is the way of the future.
Yeah, and your municipality's pushed for this, haven't you? Tell us a little bit about how it fits into the scheme of things province-wide.
This is one of many stations that are being put in around the province. Voila! There are going to be approximately 870 around the province. It's my understanding that the province is developing an app so that you'll know where all the charging stations are.
Can I do this? Oh, this is fun. Look at this.
All right.
You know how many times I've pumped gas in my life?
And no smell with this one.
And no drips.
And you're going to have it such that the groove is on the bottom there.
That's it.
In you are, you hear the click,
yeah. You're
charging.
Wow.
In terms of carbon emissions, an electric vehicle puts out about 0.02% of that of a gas vehicle. So in numbers, hard numbers, a gas vehicle puts out about 4,000 kilograms carbon emissions per year. This electric vehicle puts out 77.5.
That's an astronomical difference.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah.
So we can do a lot better just getting more people to look into electric vehicles.
This is a historic day for Esquimalt, isn't it?
Sure is.
While the Mayor interviews with other media outlets, we need to get on to our first story. And we're going to go with Sucheta Singh now, because spring is in the air, it's wedding season, and she's got some tips for us. Thank you, Sucheta, for those tips. True love is a wonderful thing. If only the engagement ring wasn't 3 months' paycheck. Now on to the next story, where Nikki Iwanishan takes us to the Mustard Seed Food Bank. They're kicking off a brand new campaign with lots of new volunteers. A quick break now, but when we come back, the science of reading your palm. We're in Esquimalt on location where the electric car station has just been installed, and we're with Marlene Lagoa, who's actually the sustainability coordinator for the township. Explain to us about this project. How long did it take to get off the ground, and why are you excited about it? Because you've done a lot of work here.
Wow, it's actually taken a few months to get off the ground. We've been working on it since June 2012. That's when we first decided to apply for provincial funding, which would fund partial costs of implementing the station. And then we went around trying to decide what location in our community would be most suitable for a station. And we did decide on this location because, one, it was centrally located. We had the parking available to reserve for electric vehicle parking, but also it ended up being one of our most cost-effective locations to do the project. So we're also looking at it from an environmental and financial sustainability lens.
And in terms of how this fits into the community plan for the future, you know, what's next? Is there going to be more stations? Do people get these installed in their houses? How do you see it?
Well, for electric vehicle owners, many of them could just plug into your regular 120 volt outlet at home, but many owners will decide to buy sort of a level 2 charging at their own home, which goes for about $1,000 just for the time efficiency that you save half the charging time by having a level 2 station. This station will have a monitoring system, so we'll be able to monitor progress, and as we see that the demand increases for the station, then we will consider other locations and opportunities as the need requires.
At this electrical vehicle charging station, the future is in the palm of my hand. And that leads us to our next story, because they say that you can predict the future, like how many kids you'll have, how long you'll live, by reading the palm of your hand. But for one Victoria resident, she says it's more science than spirituality. A quick break now, but when we come back, a family business that turns a smash into cash. Well, it might be a while before some of us get to enjoy a brand new battery operated vehicle. But what about maintaining the car you have? I went up to the Cowichan Valley recently to have a look at a family-run business that recycles auto parts. You don't necessarily have to buy parts new.
We'll be back sometime next week.
There she goes, the Mayor of Esquimalt, taking a ride into the future. Thanks for joining us on Go Island today. And check us out on Facebook, Twitter. Communicate with us, let us know your stories, and if indeed you'd like us to host the show from your location. I'm James Green. We'll see you next time.